Hey y'all, the holidays are upon us. Thanksgiving is just a couple days away, and we are making a Thanksgiving appetizer bonanza. Now, everyone knows how to make the turkey and all your family sides, but I like doing like a Friendsgiving or like an appetizer heavy cocktail party, which I'm gonna do today, which is called a Kiki Friendsgiving. We're gonna be making bacon wrapped dates as our first recipe here. We're gonna stuff with Gorgonzola cheese and a little bit of pecan and a nice glaze on it. And we're gonna also do some crostinis with ricotta and butternut squash and a little fried sage. So it's very seasonal ingredients, light bites you can just have them done ahead of time, make your cocktails, and you can actually be with your guests. I'm using Hexclads today. I've used Hexclad pans my whole life. These are the best pans on the market. I want to say thank you for sponsoring this video. Hexclads are honestly the best. If you're thinking about getting a new set of pans, their cookware is the absolute best. It's dishwasher safe. It can be in the oven at 500 degrees. It's scratch resistant, and it heats so evenly. So this is going to make you a better chef. It made me a better chef. If you're looking to get pans, get Hexclad. You're going to like what you see. And right now you get 10% off. You go to hexclad.com/Kiki. Thank you for supporting our show, and you get 10% off with Hexclad. That's hexclad.com/Kiki for 10% off. You're gonna like what you see. The first thing we're gonna make is a nostalgic dish. This is the bacon wrapped dates. This dates back, no pun intended, to the 60s. People were making this forever. So if you don't know what a date is, it's basically a big engorged raisin. It looks like a cockroach. But these are pitted medjool dates. They're chewy, they're sweet. All the health nuts use this. They put them in their almond milk and their smoothies and all the stuff. It's apparently very healthy for you, but it's a lot of sugar. They're sweet, they're caramely, they're chewy, they're delish. We're also gonna pair this with some Gorgonzola cheese. I have some a block of it here. You can also use blue cheese. You can use goat cheese. If you're squeamish, you can use cream cheese. Whatever cheese of choice. And we're also gonna add a little bit of a pecan in there as well because it goes with the holidays, and it kind of resembles the nut that was in there beforehand, and it gives a little bit of a crunch. And then you're gonna wrap that all in bacon, sear it with a toothpick, and then we're gonna cook them. But if you're a vegan, I don't know what to do. I mean, maybe wrap it in a carrot. Okay, so first and foremost, preheat your oven. That's the first rule of thumb for holiday cooking. Preheat your oven to around 350, 375. What you want to do now is going to start your assembly line. You want to get a wire racked sheet pan right here going. You want to get your Hexclad here. We're going to sear them off in the Hexclad. Get that going on a nice medium temperature. Now we just assemble. This is the time you hang out with your family and friends and talk and just get to work. So you're going to take your date like this, squeeze it on each side to open up the slit. We'll stuff it with the Gorgonzola cheese, your nut, and then kind of close it all up. And everything kind of sticks together. It's a very forgiving fruit. And then you take your piece of bacon and you lay it out like this. I'm doing a whole thing of bacon because I want it to be meaty and delish. And you just roll it up just like that. I'm gonna secure it with a toothpick just so it doesn't come undone. But don't forget to tell your guests there's toothpicks in there because we don't need a lawsuit, not during the holidays. My father needs a facelift this year, so I can't chance it. And then that's really it. You just keep making them. Repetition, you squeeze, you open her up, give a little crumble of cheese right there, put your nut in. This is very suggestive. Squeeze it together to get all the ingredients in there so nothing leaks out. Put it on your bacon, and away we go. Okay, we have all our little piggies wrapped up, and now we're gonna sear them off in our Hexclad pan. We're gonna get a nice crisp on the outside, then we're gonna bake them in the oven just to kind of get warm through and get the cheese nice and melty and get nice and caramelized. I'm also gonna brush this with a little bit of a glaze. I have some maple syrup here, some dried rosemary, and some cayenne, and that's gonna give a nice sweet, spicy, little sticky glaze to it. But these hit all the spots. You get the crispiness of the bacon, the saltiness of the bacon, the creaminess of the cheese, the sweetness of the fruit. It's just a one bite symphony in your mouth. So I have my Hexclad going here. I'm not gonna put any oil in the pan because bacon is fatty enough. I'm just gonna get a nice little sear on them. I do have a couple friends coming over to taste my appetizers today and have a little Kiki cocktail to kick off the holiday season. So I'm gonna get these nice and prepared, and then I won't have to worry about entertaining my guests while I'm cooking because everything will be done already and I can just mingle and mix in the party. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday of the year because it's all about food, and you know I'm a Kiki cooker. I love to cook and entertain, so I always look forward to Thanksgiving the most because I can be the most creative but still keep traditions alive. So I like doing little things. I don't like to go too crazy on the holidays. Like, don't try something new. Like, don't come up some goulash recipe you found from a new magazine that just came out. Stick to classics. Maybe add a couple of things that you never tried before, but nothing. Don't mess with the whole meal. Try things with appetizers because you don't want to screw it up on the big day. The Hexclad is perfect because it gets even heat all around, even heat distribution, so everything cooks at the same time and you don't have to worry about hot spots or cold spots. And it's non-stick, so it's perfect. You don't have to worry about anything sticking, especially when doing these sweet and savory things. Okay, now we're gonna move these to our wire rack. That's my guess will know how to find the house. Just follow your nose, girl. So now while these are cooking, I'm gonna brush these with our glaze. If you don't like the cayenne pepper, just leave that out. But this just gives a nice, warm, holiday flavor to it. These already smell so good. We're gonna pop these in the oven around 350 degrees just until the bacon gets nice and crispy and then the inside gets nice and melty and gooey. But you know, use your judgment. If you like a crispier bacon, you can put them in longer. If you don't like it too crispy, take them out a little bit earlier, but you know, ladies' choice with this one. So now I'm gonna do my second appetizer. This is a famous thing I've been making for many, many moons. So what you're gonna need is just some baguette that I cut up and I drizzled with some olive oil and just toasted lightly in the oven. Then I have some butternut squash that was cubed, and I just dusted this with a little bit of olive oil, and then some pumpkin spice, which is like nutmeg, clove, and cinnamon, a little sea salt, and that's that. And then we're gonna spread ricotta cheese on this toast here, and then we're gonna get some crispy fried sage leaves that are gonna give a nice crispy bite to it with a nice fall flavor. I almost forgot. And we drizzle with a little bit of hot honey on top of it as well for a little bit of sweetness, a little spice, and something nice, girl. Make sure you're using a good quality ricotta cheese here because there's so few ingredients and you want to make sure that you're getting the best flavor. So get yourself a nice ricotta cheese. Spread that on. Add our butternut squash to the top. And then we're gonna put it on our plate and we're gonna garnish it after I plated it already. Okay, so we have to fry our sage leaves here. So I have some fresh sage like this. And we're gonna add some olive oil to our Hexclad small pot here. You wanna do a good amount because we wanna do a deep fry. We really wanna dip it in there. When you're deep frying in a Hexclad, it's perfect because all the heat gets evenly distributed, so it fries more evenly without any burn spots, which I love. And then in the meantime, you just want to pick your leaves off the stem. These always remind me of like eels or something because of the shape. I'm terrified of eels. The only snakes I like are trouser snakes. You want to get a paper towel to catch your leaves so you can drain them on there. You don't want it too oily on your little crostini. So now when you drop it in, you're gonna see it's gonna sizzle. And once the bubbles stop, that's when you know it's done. It's only about 10 seconds. And when these come out of the fryer, you want to take a little bit of salt and just season them with a little salt, and it'll stick to the oil and give a nice salty bite. It's almost like a little potato chip on top, but it's a sage chip, so it's healthy. Okay, while those are frying away, I'm gonna garnish my other ones that are dried up. This is all done. You just lay it on top like that, and how pretty of all the fall colors and all the fall flavors, and just make such a gorgeous appetizer. Isn't that pretty? And now we're gonna drizzle with a little bit of hot honey. You can leave this off. This is optional. I just like a little sweetness, or you can even use that maple syrup that we had from the dates. You can even drizzle that on top of it, really nice. And that's it. So our bacon wrap dates are done. I'm just putting them on my tray here, and as I'm putting them on, I'm removing the toothpick because we don't need any altercations during the holidays. Okay. I have some extra sage, so I'm just going to decorate with this on the plate. It's not going to, you know, it's just there for looks. I just think it looks much more festive that way. Happy holiday! Okay, now we just have to taste this. Okay, let's give it a quick try. I think our guest's gonna be here soon. I let it cool a little bit because remember, this was molten hot, but let's take a bite. Oh my God. You guys. It is so decadent. Mmm! That's everything in one. It's salty, it's meaty, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's a little herbaceous. Everything in one bite. This is perfect for appetizers because you don't have to put a ton of things out. The things you do put out, you want it to have a one bite, be satiated, be savory, and just hit the spot. These hit all the spots. These are unbelievable. Look who's here. You guys here for the gangbang?
Yeah.
Come on in. Thank you for coming. Hey, friend Tom. Hi. Two of my favorites. Is this everyone? Make yourself at home. Can I get you anything to drink?
Sure. What do you have to offer?
I have, I could do a cranberry sauce margarita. I could do some wine, some champagne.
I'll do that
a high
cranberry
noon
sauce margarita.
Okay.
I'll do that too.
You want that too? Okay, good. I'll mix those up. You can boys sit on the couch and I'll bring over some appetizers in a few minutes.
Nice.
All right, gents. Here's a little aperitif to get you started. This is a cranberry sauce margarita.
Thank you.
Hashtag no diddy. Take care like that. I hope you're gonna get sleepy in a few minutes though.
It's not drugged, right?
It's not drugged. Try it. It's cranberry sauce, Grand Marnier.
Wow.
This is great.
This is delicious.
Yeah.
This is
It
awesome.
has all the fall flavors to it. That's gonna kick off perfectly with our appetizers. I'm gonna pull those over now. First up, We have my quintessential crostini. My Kiki Kuisine. This is butternut squash, ricotta, some fried sage that we did in the Hexclad. So you notice how nothing's overcooked or burnt? There's a little hot honey on there as well. This is a recipe I've been making for many moons. Oh, I have to get you napkins.
Really?
Thank you. Let me get you some napkins, excuse me. Usually you're bringing me the towel.
Yeah. The first time I've had white stuff on my list.
I know, yeah. My next dish, oh, there's my dog, don't mind him. My next dish, I wanted something a little meatier. You guys are masculine guys, you probably watch the pigskin being thrown around during this season. You need to beef up. So this is wild boar. No, I'm kidding. This is bacon wrapped dates, stuffed with Gorgonzola cheese and a pecan.
Oh.
With a rosemary, maple, Kiki drizzle. Give these a shot. Now they're stuffed with cheese. This is a man's dish.
We should probably talk. Did you watch the games yesterday?
I watched the game.
Oh, these are awesome.
Aren't those good? Yeah, I'm gonna lay these here so you guys can keep popping these in. And I'm gonna slip into something a little more comfortable. Oh wait, girls, you can't have that. Well, I hope you enjoy this Kiki Friendsgiving episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Try these dishes and tag me in them. And I want to say thank you to Hexclad. Make sure to go to hexclad.com/Kiki for 10% off. See you next time.